Good morning. So this video is all about something that's very close to my heart, all about walking and how I feel it can really make a big change in your life. Walking is something that is unchanged since the dawn of man. It's always been the same, and it provides you with a mental space in order to put perspective on your life and give you the health benefits that you need. It's an act that reminds us of basically that pace of life and rhythm. You can walk in countryside, cities, it doesn't really matter where. You don't need a special place, you don't need a special location to do it. Getting outside has its obvious health benefits, but what I'm talking about today is essentially mindfully walking. Really considering how you're walking, why you're walking, and letting go a little bit at the same time. So I divided this into 3 sections. So changing your outlook and thinking about how you look at walking, types of walks, and walking technique. So let's start with changing your outlook. So walking can allow you to really kind of loosen up your mind and allow you to kind of put things into perspective in a way that very few other things do. You can use it as a form of very basic meditation. So there's an amazing writer called Jean-Jacques Rousseau, and in his book Confessions, he wrote, "I can only meditate when I'm walking. When I stop, I cease to think. My mind only works with legs." I love this idea. I think it's a really kind of interesting concept, and that's at the heart of it. The pace is almost like when you're meditating, focusing on your breath. The idea of taking one step at a time and being on your own in the space and really looking at nature and looking at what's around you. In his fantastic book, The Philosophy of Walking, Frederick Gross says, "Walking denies any urge to divorce the mind from the body. The rhythm and pace allows your mind to feel calm. The reassuring pace creates a space for deeper thought. At times, the effort of walking takes over that collaboration between mind and body and helps reset the mind and sees problems in more perspective, looking at your feelings instead of being overrun by them." I think that idea of that reassuring pace is really, really important, and it's something that I've done a lot, and it really helps you with your mental space. So, types of walks. So there are 3 things I'd say to this. So first of all, find a regular walk, so a walk that allows you to observe seasons, time of day, different kind of nature or the different aspects of a cityscape, and walk it regularly. So walk it at least once a week to try and get that familiarity. And just walk it if you're bored, walk it if you don't want to, walk it regularly. And I think that regularity is really important. Going with this, the second thing is using any opportunity. So don't wait for a kind of special time, a special event, a holiday, a walking holiday. Do it now and just do it, whenever you can. Even if it's just a small amount of walking, just up and down the road, it'll enable you, if you do it for over 5 minutes, to get that feeling, to get that pace and to get that rhythm. I think another great thing to do, if you can, is plan an adventure. Maybe just 1 or 2 places that you've never walked before. Plan it out on a map. Make sure that you've really kind of planned your day and thought about where you're going and what you're going to do. I think that can really change your perspective as you're walking. So, just a couple of techniques when you're walking. So the first thing, and probably one of the most important, is you're bound to have a whole range of thoughts as you're walking. And just like meditation, try not to block any negative thoughts. But you want to, like Frederick Gross said, you want to kind of see them in perspective. You don't want them to kind of completely take you over. And I think part of that connection between walking and your mind is important. We forget sometimes that we're not creatures that are just in our own minds. We have a physical body and a physical presence. And I think that physical rhythm of walking is so natural to us and has been with us for so many millions of years. It's something that creates great benefit for the mind. And the second thing is to observe. To really, I would observe in 3 main ways. So you can start off by observing the entire area, so looking back and looking as far as you can into the distance. Really kind of taking in the scene as you're walking and seeing how it changes as the angle walks, as you walk with the angle. I think the second thing to do is look at things that are really close up. So details of textures, if it's in a cityscape, man-made objects, scratched surfaces or stickers and labels on lampposts. And if it's in the countryside, really thinking about the details of the plant, looking at it and actually touching a plant or a tree, and really kind of looking at the structure and the way it's made and the beauty of it. I think that way it really helps you to kind of ground your observations, so whilst you're thinking about other things, you've also got something in front of you. So walking has become an essential part of my life. It has been for many, many years now. And I think it allows you to become grounded. It puts things into perspective. It allows you to think about what's important to you. And it also reminds you that you're always connected to your body. However knackered you are, or however close you are to an edge, a precipitous edge, or when you're sweating or your muscles are aching, it reminds you that you are you and that you're not just completely detached from your head. I think walking allows you that mental space in order to give you those legs for your mind, as Rousseau would have said. So, bye for now.